everyone, it's Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am creating with this super cute cut file that was made by Virginia Walker. She is the creator for Confessions of a Paper Addict, but I'll let you know on a little inside secret. If you pop over to the Spiegel Mum Scraps website, there is about maybe 5 of Virginia's cut files sneakily on the Spiegel Mum Scraps website for free. Yes, free, people. So I highly recommend popping over to the Spiegel Mum Scraps website, checking out those free cut files there. There are more than just the ones of Virginia's, but obviously that's what I'm using today. And have a look. You may get sucked into the Spiegel Mum's shopping. I'm not trying to enable you with that, but I am giving you the hint of popping over and checking out the free cut files in that page on that website. I will pop the link down below. So this is a super busy cut file, and there's so many little elements of this cut file, and it took a fair amount of time to back, I'm not going to lie. And because of that, and because of the effort I went to in backing it, I really wanted it to be seen. I had these 3 photos that I really wanted to include on the layout, but I didn't want them to dominate over top of the cut file. So I actually placed the Love Heart cut file sort of up high on the page, not directly in the center. So I had a larger space down the bottom where I could fit those photos without covering too much of the cut file. I also realized pretty quickly that there's 2 of nearly everything on the cut file. And so I was relatively careful to make sure that I only covered the doubles of things. The little sun and cloud that's just at the top of my photo, that's a once off, so you can just see him snuck in there. But otherwise, I was relatively careful to make sure I didn't cover anything that only featured once. So once I'd stuck down my photos on foam or directly to the cut file that I'd already put on foam, I then went to town with my embellishments. Now I used a mix of embellishments here on this layout, quite a few. The papers I used to map my photo were from Indigo and Ivory. I also used some of the Indigo and Ivory ephemera, such as the frame around the photo, that tag I just stuck on then. There's also a gold... that one there, that's also from Indigo and Ivory. And there's a gold word, True Life or something like that. Can't remember what it says, sorry. That is also from Indigo and Ivory. And then I started to decide I wanted it more beachy. I wanted it more splashy. So I actually dug into my Reject Shop collection, which is Rosie's Studio, of the, I can't remember what it's called, but it's that whole water beach themed one. And I pulled out the splashes. I pulled out this word that says splash. Can't remember. I'm sorry, and I can't see it very well on my tiny little phone while I do my recording. But you can. What does it say? Splish splash? Anyway, and then a whole bunch of starfish. They're also all from that collection. Then there's two little gold hearts that are from the Everyday Musing Pink Fresh Puffy Accents sheet. Sorry, I had to remember what that was called. So a whole mesh of things I have used to create this layout, but I think they work really, really well together, mostly because the cut file itself is also using a huge variety of different colors as well. So throwing in this different mix complements. There's just a lot of blue, which obviously goes well with splashes and water, and then the themed product goes well with it also. So I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I also did a little bit of a mixed alpha-ish with my title. I used this piece of ephemera, which is also from the Indigo and Ivory, I believe, collection that says Good Times. And then I used my tiny little alphas that I also believe are the Paige Evans alphas to write at the Splash Park. So a decent sized heading, but because I just used little tiny alphas, it fits really, really well. I think these miniature alphas are absolutely my favorite. I know she has a whole bunch of other colors that have come out, like a navy and a couple of others, which I haven't even purchased yet. I've seen my sister has them, and I think they are, yes, definitely my favorite alpha at the moment. They're just so versatile and so easy to mix with larger sized alphas if you want a longer title, or if you don't have that much room, you can still fit your title on quite well. I really love these alphas. So, quite a long heading that you have now just sat through me getting that out. Sorry, I should have cut half of that off. This particular photo is, I happened to be driving somewhere, I can't even remember where, and drove past this amazing park and thought to myself, oh, the boys will love this. I need to bring them back when it's warm. But of course, I barely could remember where it was, so it took me a good extra, 10 minutes to actually find it. And on one side of this park is this big splash zone, and it's quite big. There's probably 3 separate little poolish kind of things where the water spouts shoot out water. And on the other side is a huge playground. So it was really, really, really cool. So I waited until I had extra hands. My dad was down visiting, so we went on a work day, which meant the park was just a little bit quieter. And yeah, we had a blast. It was so much fun. So I'll definitely have to remember to take the boys back there now it's summer again here in Australia. Sometimes it's actually too hot. I need to wait till it's past summer. But yeah, really, really cool. So just popping on my Heidi Shine, and my layout is finished. So of course I used the gold and the navy because it's a nice mix. Splash Squad, that's what it says. Silly me. You were probably just shouting that at the screen before. Apologies. So as you can see, there's so much going on with this cut file and all the little bits and pieces of embellishments, but I just really love it. So thank you so much for watching. Pop over into the description box to get those links, and I will catch you next time. Bye everyone. Have a great day.